Hi, I'm Sarah Stars. I'm a writer and podcast host. You can find my podcast, The Girl Gang Conversations, on iTunes or whatever your favorite podcast app is. I became a client of Ebony's back in early 2016 when she was running the Misfit to Maven in 80 Days program. My business or career or whatever you want to call it at this point looked a lot different at that point. I was selling digital products in the personal development sphere and working as a life coach, and I'd actually just quit my full-time day job to work in and on my business more. So I was having a crisis of confidence, all of those fraudy feelings around who am I to be doing this work, and it didn't really matter how much positive feedback I got from customers or clients. I still wasn't feeling good enough in my business, and I was also lacking all of the systems, the sales funnels, the marketing strategy, the kind of working business plan that I knew I needed to run my business smoothly and to have money coming in on a regular basis without having to have it feel like hard work all of the time. So I knew Ebony personally. I had read her book, and I just really knew that she knew her shit, that it really resonated with me, her message, her own story of feeling like a misfit for so long and then designing this life that feels so good to her based on her values. All of that really resonated with me because at the same time, I knew there were some tweaks I needed to make in my life, not just in my business, for things to feel really aligned with where I wanted to be and who I wanted to be. So that's why I started working with Ebony. And I think one of the most profound shifts that happened to me was getting really, really in touch with my values. I've always been really self-aware, and I do a lot of personal development work. So I kind of knew what I believed in, but the work that I did with Ebony made it so crystal clear in a way that I could kind of conceptualize and express to myself, so that now when I need to make decisions, or if I'm choosing between kind of two paths to go down, I know right away what feels right, and I can be confident in making a decision that's right for me. And that's just been an absolute game changer to have that kind of certainty and confidence in my decisions. And it's actually what I think led me to making big changes in my career and in my work after M2M80, because when things started to feel not quite right in the business I was building, I was able to use that value filter system and apply it to my own situation and see, actually, even though it's really scary to make these really big changes and to let big pieces of my work go right now, it's completely right. It's completely in alignment with my value filter and who I want to be and how I want to live. So, working with Ebony was absolutely invaluable. All of the tools that I used in our work together, everything that I learned has been applicable again and again. It's stuff that keeps on giving because you get to keep using it forever. I would highly, highly recommend working with Ebony if you're on the fence, but you feel really drawn to her message and her work and her story. I can tell you with 100% certainty that she knows her stuff and she can really take you where you want to go. Okay, so if you want to visit me, I'm at sarahstars.com. That's STARRS, or look for my podcast, The Girl Gang Conversations.